we are living in a toxic soup of an environment. We have about 80,000 chemicals circulating that in our environment. We're breathing them, which people don't realize that through the breath, they go right into the gut also. And we have, all sorts of toxins in the food that we're eating that contributes to it. And the big thing is things like ibuprofen, Tylenol, all of these things that we just go take off of the counter in a drugstore that create the leaky gut. So it's just things that that people don't even think about, right? Then we have acid blocking medication. Big problem. That's a big problem. And I've been on this bandwagon for probably 15 years and now you see they're doing a lawsuit against Nexium because there's a relationship to cancer. And people don't realize, I used to speak to people and go, how long have you been taking an acid blocking medication? 14 years, like 10 years. I'm like, really? Like, why? So that's another picture. Say, okay, this is our body, this barrel of water, and we're going to fill it with toxins. And of course, as we've got it going on with toxins, the liver's trying to filter them out through the urine, the lungs, the colon elimination, right? But it keeps filling and filling and filling until it overflows. Now, when it overflows in a condition of ulcerative colitis and Crohn's, that colon has gone, had enough. This is where I'm going to create so much inflammation and so many problems. And you're right, it's toxins. I wish that you could get this message out because it's my next frontier. I started with this. I started with colon cleansing in 1980s. And then I watched it all deteriorate in the I guess you could say the 2000s, when it got more into like weight loss and all these other things. I'm going back to it because it's a big piece of the puzzle. And I did a PBS show called Natural Health Breakthroughs. And I went and interviewed all of these different people with environmental, I guess you'd say, toxin issues. And the guy in the Environmental Institute in Dallas, Texas, I stayed there with him for a couple of days and interviewed his patients, the same, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, all these different conditions. And everything there was very safe. I mean, the air was safe. They had a very safe environment. So people that went there felt great because they were breathing in good air. And I think that's one of the issues. We're taking a lot of these things in, not only from our skin, but from what we're breathing. And I think the average person doesn't realize that in that air that we're breathing that they can't see, it's a lot of toxins.
Yep.
And that's one of the issues to get people aware of. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean that it's not getting into the body and creating a problem.